Hey everyone, hope your day is going well. You're back with another reaction. We're checking out Simon and Garfunkel, El Condor Pasa, if I could. And I saw this suggestion in the comments and I was curious to know what the title meant. And I looked it up before recording and it means the condor passes. And this was a piece of music. It's very well known. I believe it was composed in 1913 by a Peruvian artist named, let me look over here and cheat a little bit, Daniel Alomia Robles. And I think Simon and Garfunkel, or one or the other, heard a version of this by a different band because there's many versions of it. And then they kind of made their own. Is that how it went? That's just in a nutshell. But I'm glad that I looked it up before. That is was based on an existing piece of music. All right, let's hear it.
Sparrow than a snail. Yes, I would. If I could, I surely would. I'd rather be a hammer than a nail. Yes, I would. If I only could, I surely would. I'd rather sail away like a swan that's here and gone. A man gets tied to the ground. He gives the world its saddest sound, its saddest sound. I'd rather be a forest than a street. Yes, I would. If I could, I surely would. I'd rather feel the earth beneath my feet. Yes, I would. If I only could, I surely would.
That is a beautiful piece of music. That build up in the beginning with the I I mean, it sounds like a mandolin. It could be a different instrument, but at because of the title El Condor Pasa, the essentially a bird is flying over. It almost sounded like wings. Perhaps I was imagining it because of the title. I don't know. Like the more it built, it's like wings that are fluttering or flapping about. And to me, if I wouldn't have read the title, I would think of because of the language, right? Uh, I listened to the mandolin, does sound like Latin America to me, but then the other notes that you hear in there almost sounded like Eastern to me, without knowing it without the knowledge of knowing it was composed originally, that original piece by a Peruvian artist, I would have thought, oh, that those notes kind of have like Eastern influence to it. But anyway, it was interesting to see that, oh, we're not that different. If I kind of make a connection here, I don't know. Or my knowledge isn't just up to par. That's probably the most likely answer. Oh, it's beautiful, huh? Then the flute comes in, some type of flute. Here. Oh, so cool. The vocals are tremendous. You're so beautiful and soft, like Simon and Garfunkel's. It's so soothing to listen to, and it's like, oh, it's like a hug. It's like a gentle, like, oh yeah, you'll be fine type of sound of voice. Like, oh yeah, if everybody was as gentle as their voices sound, oh, what a world it would be. And but the flow, the melody of the vocals are aligned with that flute, and then later on, you kind of hear almost the vibrato of the flute, if that's even a thing, with the voice. Like that tremble is almost the same. It's like, oh, how do you do that? Fantastic. Yes, I would. And then this part of the music, the tun 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 tun, you give me like Greek vibes, like Sirtaki Zorba, dun, 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 it's cool that we kind of can make associations with music that's even from different parts of the world, and how we can tell, like, oh yeah, we definitely are connected in a way. Yeah, nice. I love that. The lyrics too. It's like a poem, but there's a lot of there's not a lot of words. The economic writing and a lot of meaning. I'd rather be a sparrow than a snail. Right? Snail stuck to the ground, or to a surface. It doesn't move very fast. Sparrow is more free, and you can kind of go wherever you want to. So freedom versus being restricted, perhaps. If I could, I would do. I'd rather be a hammer than a nail. Acting instead of being acted upon. You'd rather do the hammering than get hammered. I used to love get hammered before I got sober, though, huh? Or you'd rather do the nailing or get nailed. It all depends on how you look at it. But it's a beautiful thing to say, I want to act. I want to have agency. I don't want to just respond to things that are happening to me. I don't want to be acted upon. I'd rather sail away like a swan, which is, of course, the epitome of grace and elegance almost, in the world of nature, or one of the symbols at least. Man gets tied up to the ground, to the responsibilities, to the tasks. He gives the world its saddest sounds: grief, despair, regret, pain, violence, suffering. I think that's kind of what he means with the saddest sound. I'd rather be a forest than a street. Oh yeah, forest is alive. Street is a street is artificial and rigid, right? So yeah, that's beautiful. It's a great poem. I'd rather feel the earth beneath my feet. Man, what a great song. If I could, I surely would. I'd rather be a hammer than a nail. Yes, I would. If I only could, I surely would. So nice how everything, is following each other. It's such a, they're so in sync, the instrumentation, the vocals, and it's great listening experience. Let me find that other part here where I almost like, oh, that vibrato is so nice. Was it here? Was it here? Oh.
I'd rather
Oh my god, it's so good.
be
There was another part in here where parts of the melody I could almost hear the sound of silence, like almost. It's like, oh, this is kind of I here's like echoes of that song, and maybe it's just in my mind.
would, I surely would.
Maybe I'm imagining it, but if you hear it too, let me know. Absolutely wonderful song, very soothing, peaceful, a lot of meaning in the lyrics, and there's not many words. That's brilliant. So yeah, that's the winner. Thank you for that recommendation. If you have any others, let me know. Hope to see you there. Goodbye.